The anticipation for the 2025-26 Premier League season is already building, and fans across the country are eagerly marking their calendars for what promises to be another year of unforgettable drama. The new campaign is officially set to commence on the weekend of August 15th to 17th, 2025, launching a 9-month marathon of thrilling football. This opening weekend is a special time for every supporter, a moment filled with fresh optimism where every club starts on a level playing field, dreaming of glory. For Newcastle United, a club buzzing with renewed energy, this season opener represents another step forward in their ambitious project as they look to build on their recent successes and establish themselves among the elite. The traditional curtain raiser for the English football season, the Community Shield, will take place a week before the league begins on August the 8th, 2025. This prestigious match will see last season's Premier League champions Liverpool face off against the FA Cup winners Crystal Palace at Wembley Stadium. While Newcastle United won't be involved in this fixture, the match serves as the perfect appetizer for the main course to come. It signals that football is well and truly back, giving fans a first glimpse of two top teams in a competitive environment and setting the stage for the intense rivalries that will define the upcoming Premier League season. For the Toon Army, the opening fixtures present an immediate and formidable challenge. Newcastle United will begin their journey on the road with a tough test against Aston Villa on Saturday, August 16th, a match scheduled for a 12:30 kickoff in the afternoon. Following that away day, their first home game at the electric St James's Park is a blockbuster encounter against the reigning champions Liverpool on August 23rd. This early clash against one of the league's titans will be a significant benchmark for Eddie Howe's side, providing an early measure of their progress and their ability to compete at the very highest level of English football. This season holds particular significance for Newcastle, who are riding a wave of momentum. Having ended a staggering 70-year wait for a major trophy by lifting the 2024-25 Carabao Cup, the Magpies have tasted success and are hungry for more. That victory over Liverpool in the final was a landmark moment, and now the expectation is to continue that upward trajectory. The club's return to the prestigious UEFA Champions League adds another layer of excitement and complexity to their campaign, promising famous European nights under the lights at St James's Park and testing the depth and resilience of the entire squad. The most anticipated news for football fans in the North East was confirmed with Sunderland's promotion back to the Premier League in May 2025. This historic achievement means the return of one of English football's most passionate and fiercely contested rivalries, the Tyne-Wear Derby. For the first time since 2016, Newcastle United and Sunderland will lock horns in the top flight, reigniting a local battle that captivates the entire region. The derby is more than just a football match. It's about local pride, bragging rights, and a history that runs deep through the communities of Tyneside and Wearside. The return of this fixture adds an incredible layer of spice to the season. Fans of both clubs immediately scoured the fixture list for two key dates. The first derby of the season is scheduled to be played at Sunderland's Stadium of Light on Saturday, December 13th, 2025. This pre-Christmas clash promises an intense and fiery atmosphere as Newcastle make the short trip south to face their old rivals on their home turf. The anticipation for this game will build for months, dominating conversations in workplaces, pubs and homes across the region. For a generation of younger fans, this will be their first experience of a Premier League derby, making the occasion even more special and significant for everyone involved. The return leg, which will see Sunderland travel to St James Park, is set for the spring. This crucial encounter is scheduled for Saturday, March 21st, 2026. By this stage of the season, both teams will have everything to play for, whether it's chasing European qualification, fighting for a higher league position, or battling to secure their top-flight status. The stakes of the derby are always incredibly high, but a late-season meeting often adds even more pressure and drama to the occasion. The roar of the Gallowgate end will be deafening as the Toon Army welcome their rivals for what is sure to be an unforgettable chapter in the long history of this derby. The absence of the Tyne-Wear Derby has been felt deeply in English football. and its return is a welcome sight for neutral observers as well as the passionate local supporters. These matches produce an atmosphere and an intensity that few other fixtures can replicate. They are a true spectacle of what English football is all about: raw passion, unwavering loyalty, and a deep connection between a club and its community. The 2025-26 season will be remembered for many things, but for everyone in the North East it will forever be marked as the year that Derby came home to the Premier League. A successful season is not just about the Premier League. It's about navigating the demands of multiple competitions, and for Newcastle United, the 2025-26 campaign will be a true test of their squad's depth and ambition. The journey in the domestic cups begins with the Carabao Cup, while the early rounds start in mid-August for lower league clubs. Premier League teams not involved in Europe will join in the second round during the week of August 25th. However, due to their Champions League participation, Newcastle will enter the competition at the third round stage, with matches scheduled across the weeks of September 15th and 22nd, adding early fixture congestion to their schedule. The magic of the FA Cup will begin for top-flight clubs in the new year. As is tradition, all Premier League and Championship clubs will enter this historic competition in the third round proper, with the first set of ties scheduled to be played from January 10th, 2026. This is a date that every football fan looks forward to, often producing giant-killing stories and unforgettable moments. For Newcastle, the FA Cup represents another opportunity to build on their recent Carabao Cup triumph and continue their quest for silverware, balancing their cup aspirations with the relentless demands of their league and European commitments. Beyond domestic competitions, Newcastle's return to the UEFA Champions League brings a new level of excitement and prestige. The draw for the new league phase format will take place on August 28, 2025, where the Magpies will discover their 8 different opponents. The match days are spread from September to January, including key dates like September 16th to 18th, and culminating on January 28, 2026. Competing against Europe's elite will test the squad to its limits, requiring careful management to ensure players remain fresh for the crucial Premier League fixtures that follow these demanding midweek European nights. The ultimate goal for every team is the final in Budapest on May 30th, 2026. Underpinning the club's on-field ambitions is the crucial activity that happens off the pitch during the transfer windows. The summer window, the main period for squad building, opens on June 16th and will run until 11 o'clock in the evening, British summer time, on September 1st, 2025. This gives clubs the first few weeks of the season to make final adjustments. A second opportunity to buy, sell and loan players comes with the winter transfer window, which will open on January 1st, 2026 and close on February 2nd. For a club like Newcastle, with high aspirations in multiple competitions, smart recruitment during these periods will be absolutely vital to sustaining their challenge on all fronts. As the season progresses through the winter months, the fixture list becomes particularly demanding, especially around the festive period. This is often a defining time in any team's campaign, and Newcastle United face a grueling run of games in December 2025. After the intense Tyne-Wear derby against Sunderland on December 13th, the Magpies will host Chelsea at St James's Park on December 20th. Just a week later, they face a difficult away trip to Old Trafford to play Manchester United on December 27th. This relentless schedule will test the squad's endurance and character, and navigating this period successfully could be crucial for their final league position. The Premier League season is a marathon, not a sprint, and the final few weeks are where titles are won, European places are secured, and relegation battles are decided. As the pressure mounts in April and May, every single point becomes increasingly precious. For Newcastle, these final games will be the culmination of a long and demanding season across multiple fronts. Their performance in these high-stakes matches will determine whether they can achieve their goals, such as securing another top-4 finish to remain in the Champions League, a competition they have worked so hard to return to. The entire 2025-26 Premier League season will come to a dramatic conclusion on Sunday, May 24th, 2026. On this final day, all 20 teams will kick off their matches simultaneously at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, British summer time, creating an afternoon of unparalleled tension and excitement. As results from around the grounds filter through, the league table can change in an instant, leading to scenes of both jubilation and heartbreak. Newcastle United will conclude their campaign with an away fixture against Fulham, a match that could have huge implications for their final standing in what they hope will be another successful season for the club. This final day is a celebrated event in the football calendar, a day that encapsulates the essence of league competition where anything can happen. Whether a team is fighting for the title, a European spot, or survival, the simultaneous kickoffs ensure that the drama is maximised until the very last whistle. For Newcastle fans, the hope is that their final match at Craven Cottage will be a celebratory one, marking the successful conclusion of a season that began with high hopes and was defined by the thrilling return of the Tyne-Wear derby and another adventure among Europe's elite.